To read.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Matty Highland Smitty McQueen Sports Show. Sorry we are a little behind on schedule today, just had some problems and stuff. Matt, good to have you along this evening.
Yes, I'm glad to be on the show. I mean, it is a good show to have, and
Very
I love doing
much.
it, and I love sharing our thoughts and ideas with
Yeah,
everybody else.
and I think the fans do too. I mean,
Yes.
I think you guys are having a great time. It seems like, I know a lot of my high school classmates today, I'm in a huge group message with them, and we were talking just a ton about this sports show, and you know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Thank you guys for checking us out here online. Matt, what do you want to start the night
I think we
off
should
with?
start off with last night's Monday Night Football matchup
Yeah.
between the Seahawks and the Buffalo Bills. The Seahawks defense came through big in the final seconds to stop the Bills from getting that 2-minute drive down the field. The Seahawks ended up winning 31-25 if no one else caught it. There was some controversy shortly before halftime.
Yeah.
Do you think this game was decided before halftime when I don't want to say horrible officiating, but the officiating
poor
officiating went down right before
mistake.
You could say
Right
before halftime.
You know, yes and no. You can't say that it changes a game.
Yes.
Because you don't know what's going to take place in the second half. Now, when you're at the end of the game there, Bills are in field goal range on fourth down, you can go back to that play and be like, yeah, it did, you know. I was disappointed. I know there was a lot of talk. I was telling you about my classmates today. One of them, Nemo, he's a huge Seahawks fan. And it has been his whole life. And he just was telling us, explaining, you know, like, how it shouldn't have been a personal foul. A lot of people wanted a personal foul on Richard Sherman. I liked what they did. They didn't give a personal foul. The thing I didn't like is, yeah, the player had to go out, but that is an official call. Like, that is an official rule in the rule book. If a player goes down, no timeouts left, and the clock is stopped. As a fourth. So I think they did do the right thing. It was nice because the Bills got to go out there with like 3 seconds left, spike the ball real quick, and then get him back out.
Carpenter came back.
The thing I did not like, they gave a delay of game, and they had just wound the clock. The ball hadn't even been set, and there were 7 seconds counting down. And right when that play happened, they kicked the field goal. It was good, but there was a yellow flag out there.
Yes.
And it was delay of game. I think that is where I'm more upset about this game than the other stuff. I mean, the personal foul and stuff like that. The delay of game, they did not give him the full 25 on the play clock, and I think that's where I think the game you can go back to and say yes, it was lost. Yeah.
Okay.
So your thoughts are? I mean, you're kind of the same.
I not much to say.
Yeah.
Stuff happens. Sherman did hit the kicker.
Yeah.
That was a clear hit on the kicker. You can't do that. And he also was a little offsides.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would have decided it that much because you can't just fault one play or one penalty if you commit other turnovers or if you commit other penalties or if you can't get your offense going or your defense going. Stuff goes down. So I don't think it mattered too much.
Yeah, big win though for the Seahawks. They needed that. I mean, they're taking control now of the NFC West. Matt, it's NFL is over for the week. Yeah, we got tonight, tomorrow, and then we're right back at it.
Yes.
We kind of did our own power rankings this week, top 10. Who do you have?
Well, I'll just go more specifically top 5 with the Chiefs being number 6 to like outsiders coming in.
I have the same.
They got the victory. It was ugly, but stuff happens.
Tough test this week
win
too.
to win. Yes, they go to the Panthers.
Panthers, who are playing better.
I'll go with number 5. I got the Atlanta Falcons. They are playing very well. MVP candidate on their team at the quarterback, at the helm. And then number 4, the victors last night, the Seattle Seahawks. They they've had some problems with Russell Wilson. The
Hasn't been
first
healthy.
few games, his health hasn't been 100%. He hasn't been able to throw the ball very much because he keeps getting sacked. But last night was a very good game. He got Jimmy Graham involved more with 2 touchdowns. I think they will look at it more.
Yeah.
It'll help him out for momentum later on.
Yeah.
And then number 3, I hate to say this as a Chiefs fan, but I got the Oakland Raiders. They are the as of right now, they're the 3rd best team in the country because of their 7-2. You can't argue against that. One of their losses is to my Chiefs, who held them to 10 points. I'll keep saying that over and over until we play again.
Yep.
But then you got the top 2 teams, one from each conference. The number 2 team, I've got the Dallas Cowboys, who are the favorites in the NFC right now.
I hope.
With 2 rookies at the helm.
Yeah. Let's hope. Let's hope.
Dak and Zeke. The defense is helping a little.
The bad thing is we got a QB
Controversy
coming on, so I don't like that.
Doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, and we'll
then,
talk more.
Of course, number 1 is the Patriots. When Tom Brady stepped in, they were 3-1, and he is not letting go.
Yeah.
I can't say that any better.
I sadly agree. I know we got some Patriots fans on here. And being a boys fan.
He's not letting go of that gas pedal.
Yeah, I agree. Mine, I have the exact same 5. I pretty much got the same teams in the top 6. Chiefs obviously 6. I got Oakland at 5 right now. Seattle last night at 4, so we're right on that. Yeah. And then I got Atlanta at 3. That defense, Dan Quinn, former defensive coach, D coordinator for the Seahawks. He's got that defense starting to play good, and then obviously the offense. I mean, you don't even have to talk about that. I mean, they speak for themselves with the numbers. Yeah, and then I got the boys at 2. We'll find out this week. They got a test, and I'm excited to see that. Then New England, obviously number 1. The team I'm going to say to be looking out for, and they are number 8 this week, that's the Detroit Lions. Yes, I said the Detroit Lions. I don't know. When I've been on board with them before, it seems like they get that big win, and then the next week I get, okay. And then they just fall right back down. So
that happens.
We'll see how they do this next week, but those are my top 6. And I know we got some other teams in our top 10, but I think probably people know.
Everybody's following that.
Yeah.
Well, we shift some gears from professional ranks to the college football ranks or predictions. Tonight, after our show, is the college football playoff rankings.
Yep.
The second week of them. I think that there were some changes in the top 4 this week. We can start with your predictions, Brandon.
Yeah, obviously number 1, the Crimson Tide. I hate to say it, but they are deserving. Clemson, they stay at 2. Michigan stays at 3. I'm sure a lot of people are going to jump me on this one, but I have got the Ohio State Buckeyes at 4. I know a lot of people, I like Washington, I really do, but I just think the playoff committee last week, they kind of didn't give the Huskies enough credit. And so I feel like since the Huskies didn't play a ranked team this week, I think they're still going to be looking out. I still think they will make it, but I think as of now with that win against the Huskers, they were ranked. I think they were overrated. I've already said that this week. I have Ohio State at 4 and then the Huskies of Washington. And then right below them, Louisville. They're a team to not count out either. Their road now, though, now that Houston has struggled, they got Houston here late in the year. That was going to be a big matchup just because they had lost to Clemson. Houston was undefeated. That was going to be a big game. That game now is dropped, and it's not as hyped as it was 3 weeks ago. So I think Louisville's still looking on the outside in, very, very outside looking in. But we'll see. I mean, I really think Washington still moves in because Ohio State and Michigan are going to have to clash probably. and what's going to be the Big Ten
Yes.
championship. So one of those teams loses. I think the loser of that game gets out, and then I think the Huskies jump in. Matt, your college football rankings, I'm sure you maybe got the Huskies.
I've got, of course, Bama at number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. They, by far, are the best team in college football. But then I've got a shake-up at number 2. I've got Michigan. Harbaugh knows what he's doing up there, and our friend Eric Harrington, our colleague Eric Harrington, he knows what he's talking about. When he's from Michigan, the Michigan man, they are good. They are great. Jabril Peppers is also a Heisman hopeful. And then after that, I've got Clemson at 3 with not Ohio State at 4. I've got Washington because the Huskies, they're deserving of it.
They are
too.
very deserving.
Ohio State also, but I think the I would like to see the Huskies in it.
I would too.
A different conference, like the Big Ten or the
SEC or the
nothing
ACC.
against them conferences, but we just need more diversity in certain conferences, certain teams.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I've got Louisville number 6. So.
Yeah. I think it's going to play itself out. We said that last week. Hey, can Mississippi State pull off another upset? They get Bama this week. We'll talk about that on Friday. We'll give our predictions on our Football Friday show. Matt, tonight here in actually about 7 minutes. So we're gonna get our predictions in really quick. Who we think? The MLB is Rawlings. The Gold Glove Awards are announced tonight. The finalists have been determined. 3 finalists at each position in each different league, the AL and NL. Matt, we'll start with the AL first.
We did not have many discrepancies in these picks of like who we wanted to win, but we thought we did a joint prediction here.
Yeah.
At catcher in the AL, we got James McCann, Carlos Perez, and Salvador Perez, and we both believe Salvador Perez is probably going to win that.
Number 4.
It'll be his 4th one. He is a very good catcher. At first base, we got Chris Davis, Eric Hosmer, and Mitch Moreland. And I got to go with my favorite team.
We both put
Eric Hosmer, very good defensive first
I was
baseman.
surprised. Has he not won one?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think he had.
I don't think so. Maybe last year. I can't remember.
I did the script late, I'll be honest. So I dozed off while I was doing this. Had to get up early, go back west for the morning, obviously. I think everyone knows what today is. But then second baseman. Who did you have for second? Or I guess who we had.
We had Dustin Pedroia winning it all. The other ones were Robinson Cano and Kinsler. Then we moved on to shortstop, who we had Jose Iglesias was a finalist, Francisco Lindor, and Andrelton Simmons. I think Alcides Escobar should have been on there, but I'm not mad, and I believe Francisco Lindor will win. He was in the World Series, so
and he showed off his
glove. Very young. He's gonna be there probably 10 more years. To be honest.
Simmons, though, you can't count on it. I know we didn't take him, but he does have 2 Gold Gloves already. So I mean that was kind of hard.
That is true.
He got both of those in the NL though with the Braves.
That is true.
So
yes. Third base, we've got Adrian Beltre with the Rangers, Machado with the Orioles, even though he switched to shortstop and was going back and forth actually this year because of injuries. And then we got Kyle Seager as well. I think Machado wins his 3rd one.
Yeah, I do too. I did not know when I was going through looking at all these players, I did not know Adrian Beltre had 4. But I think because I was thinking Machado is by far the best defensive third baseman. I mean, Machado was hurt those years, so I mean,
And then you think of Beltre.
Beltre would get it.
Veteran,
so
the years before Machado. We'll move on to the outfield. In left field, they've got Brett Gardner, Colby Rasmus, and Alex Gordon. And I think Alex Gordon gets his 5th one.
Yeah.
He is a spectacular defensive player.
Yep.
Probably one of the best defensive left fielders in the game.
By far.
Almost of all time. He's up in those ranks.
Yep.
Center field, they had Jackie Bradley, Kevin Kiermaier, and Kevin Pillar. I honestly want to take Kiermaier
Kiermaier.
because his glove for the Tampa Bay Rays is really
It
it
is.
saves a lot of runs.
Yeah, it does.
What do you
totally
think
agree.
of right field here in the AL?
Yeah, right field. It's Mookie Betts, George Springer, and Adam Eaton. I went Adam Eaton. I think you were saying Mookie
I'm
Betts.
thinking Mookie Betts because with the Red Sox, he helped them. Defensive runs saved is a big stat in the Gold Glove thing. So
And we will be seeing his name come up later. We'll be discussing in our next thing. Then the pitchers. This one, I love pitchers, but I mean, Gold Gloves. Yes, they take some shots probably back up the middle, but it's pretty hard to decide on who.
I don't know how they do decide.
Yeah, I don't really either. We got R.A. Dickey, who's had one, Dallas Keuchel, who's had two, and then Justin Verlander. Who do you?
I think Keuchel gets his third one.
Yeah.
He won last year, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it seems like once you get that Gold Glove,
they start watching.
You're pretty much locked in. As long as you can stay healthy and still perform really well, you're pretty much a lock. Let's shift gears, Matt. NL.
National League catchers. We have Jonathan Lucroy, who went from the AL to the NL.
Yeah.
Or from the he's with the AL
now.
Rangers now. Started the year out with the Brewers, and then you got Molina with the Cardinals, who has had 8. And then of course Buster Posey with the Giants is a very good catcher.
Who plays a little of first too.
Yeah, I think Molina gets this one.
I do
think
too.
he's got wrapped up.
I was going through and I was like, I wonder. I was like Jonathan Lucroy. Then I saw Buster Posey. I was like, okay, Lucroy, he probably will win that, but he's not on an NL team. We had that last year.
Cespedes, yeah.
Yep. He was with the Tigers to begin the year. He won a Gold Glove with the Tigers. While he was with the
World
Mets.
Series with the Mets, and he
Yeah.
got an AL Gold Glove.
But when I saw Yadier Molina's name, I was like, okay, yeah, no question, no question about it. Yadier wins this.
First base.
Yeah,
Who do you got?
we got Goldschmidt, Paul Goldschmidt. He's got 2 of them. Will Myers, former Royal, and then Anthony Rizzo. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to the World Series candidate or champion. Anthony Rizzo.
I don't disagree with you.
I think Goldschmidt is
Solid first baseman.
Goldschmidt. If Rizzo doesn't win, Goldschmidt's your guy. I think. Second baseman. We got DJ LeMahieu. He's got one. Joe Panik and Jean Segura, and all 3 of these guys are in the NL West. I noticed when I was putting this together. I've got DJ. I mean. CR is going to represent, I think. I don't know if they will.
After being at a Rockies game this year, I agree with him. He made some great plays, and I think DJ does wrap up that second base spot. We'll move on to shift over to shortstop position. You got Brandon Crawford of the Giants, Freddie Galvis of the the Phillies, and then Addison Russell of the World Championship Cubs. Crawford, in my opinion, might be the best shortstop in the game.
Yeah. I
think he gets a second.
He's
one.
filthy. He's filthy.
That's a good word.
Yeah. Freddie Galvis might be the most unknown shortstop.
I didn't know.
You were like, who's he play for? Phillies. A couple guys you're gonna see. They're not on here, but a couple guys. Addison Russell, definitely young. Crawford, who's young, but there are 2 other guys. Corey Seager, and I think Trevor Story, if he's healthy. All 4 of those guys are going to be duking it next year for the Gold Glove.
Yes, I agree.
And one person's going to get left off. Hey, it happens. But yes, I think there is some young shortstop talent, great bats, great fielding. It's going to be great to watch those guys in the NL. And then third base. I'm going to say this is kind of like your Gordon and Salvi. I don't think this is even a competition. I think everyone knows. I mean, it was when they release these, people are just like, okay, well, this one's pretty unanimous. Who's going to win? We got Anthony Rendon, Justin Turner, and then Nolan Arenado. who's got 3 in his first 3 years? Does he make it 4?
He makes it 4. Maybe 5 or 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Like his spectacular plays throughout the year. They are impressive. They are incredible.
Yeah.
You go out to the outfield, left field. You got Adam Duvall, Starlin Marte, and then Christian Yelich. I think Marte gets it done there for a second one. Center field, you got Billy Hamilton, a really quick guy.
Yeah.
Noble Herrera and Ender Inciarte. Billy Hamilton.
Yeah. He's an animal out there. Right field,
yeah.
Yeah. Jason Hayward, who's got 3. Carlos Gonzalez, who's got 3, and Nick Markakis. I think it's between Hayward and Cargo. I'm hoping my boy Cargo gets it because I love watching Cargo. He's an awesome outfielder.
Yeah.
He's got a cannon too, like Gordo. So, yeah, I think Cargo on that. And then our pitcher, once again, I don't know how they determine this.
Yeah.
Jake Arrieta, Zach Greinke, former Royal, and Adam Wainwright. Both Wainwright and Greinke with 2. Who do you got?
I got to go with Greinke, former Royal. Sad we traded him away, but we got some key pieces for that. And he is a good pitcher, like defensively. If the ball comes, he grabs it. We also got some more finalists from different awards last night for end of the year stuff.
Yeah, those I forget. They don't
come out tonight as well. They do other like further on the 18th, I believe.
Yeah.
We got Manager of the Year for both the AL and the NL. The AL, Jeff Bannister, Terry Francona, and Buck Showalter are up. In the NL, Dusty Baker, Joe Madden, and Dave Roberts. I agree with you with both the World Series managers.
Yeah.
Winning them. I don't know if you can go away from them.
Yeah.
What they did with both teams.
Yeah, I don't really know if you can either. I do think someone got snubbed in the AL. I don't think Buck Showalter should have been on there. He got him to the wild card game, but John Farrell of the Boston Red Sox took that team.
I could not agree more.
That dude took they were last place last year, and look what they did in their final year of Big Poppies. They win the AL East.
Yes.
I feel like he should be at least a nominee, not left off. I think Buck should be left off, but hey, you know what? We're not the guys. We're not the reporters. They're the ones that determine this. And you'll hear more on that later on in this. The NL, Matt, we got Dusty Baker, Joe Madden. Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, Rookie of the Year. Who are you really excited of the 6? There's 6, obviously. The 3 AL, Michael Fulmer, Tyler Naquin, and Gary Sanchez.
I believe Michael Fulmer. I'm gonna go with that. Being a Royals fan, I watched the AL Central more closely than Gary Sanchez was hitting them off out of the park, and he's a big dude.
Yeah.
But I think Michael Fulmer does as a rookie pitcher for the Tigers, keeping them within the season in the playoff hunt. I understand you have a different pick.
Yeah, I do. Gary Sanchez, I don't know, and I'm not sure how he's classified into this Rookie of the Year because he came after the All-Star break.
That's true.
And so I'm not sure. I put him down just because of the stats. Now, whether he's gonna get it, that's a different story. So yeah, I'm not real positive on Sanchez, but yeah, I'd agree with your pick. If Sanchez isn't the guy, I'm not sure how they go about that. So I went Sanchez. However, I think Fulmer might win it if Sanchez isn't in the running. NL, who do you have?
Of the 3 people, of Kenta, Maeda, Corey Seager, and Trey Turner, Corey Seager's name pops out.
Obviously,
very, very, very solid.
Gonna be good. Gonna be good. Short, gonna be a stud.
Very good infielder. He's gonna have future. Look for him in the future because he may be MVP candidate or. Oh wait, that's this year.
Yeah.
Just
I
future
guess.
Hall of Famer, maybe, if he keeps up his numbers.
Yep.
I don't want to speculate anything, but it could happen. We'll move on to the Cy Young of each league. In the AL, we got Rick Porcello, Corey Kluber, and Justin Verlander. I'm going to have to go with Corey Kluber, the guy that pitched in the World Series. He won it a few years ago. He had an off year last year. This year he came back strong, and they had a trip to the World Series. He pitched well.
Yeah.
Moving on to the NL. Sorry about that. Who do you have for the NL?
No, you're good. You're good. Just leaving me out there hanging. I guess no. I got Corey Kluber too. I'm kind of disappointed though. I think Zach Britton of the Orioles should have been a candidate for it. The third, at least the top three. The dude did not blow a save. I think he was like 47 of 47, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's outrageous. I mean, I think he definitely is deserving, but he didn't get it. So, I got to go with Kluber.
Yes.
Got to the World Series.
NL pitcher or Cy Young.
Kyle Hendricks, John Lester, and Max Scherzer, all three great pitchers. Hendricks and Lester, we were talking with our boss, Ryan Prickett, huge Cubs fan, and he goes, Hendricks and Lester are going to take away from each other's votes. It could happen.
Scherzer could sneak up in there.
I got John Lester.
I've got Kyle Hendricks. Let's move on to the MVP, the Most Valuable Player award in the AL. Jose Altuve, Mookie Betts, and Mike Trout. Mike Trout's in there every single year. I don't agree with it, but
I don't either.
I honestly think Jose Altuve is going to get it because his numbers were better than Mike Trout's. His team was better than the Angels.
Yeah.
And he was a little bit better than Mookie Betts. He had one of the best batting averages I've ever seen out of anybody.
Oh, I agree. I totally agree. I want Jose Altuve to win. It's going to be Mike Trout. And it's sad. It really is because everyone criticizes, MVP awards, you need to be a winner. You need to be a winner. That's how we're voting. Well, Mike Trout's team is always at the bottom every year. And so if people are going to judge on that, I mean, you know how I am on the whole situation.
Take your comments, everything else later on.
But Mike Trout, I think, is just going to win because he is like the LeBron James of the NBA. Except it's in baseball.
Yeah.
He's everyone's
golden
favorite.
child.
Yeah. Matt, I think I'm kind of upset at one particular player on here, but I think definitely the MVP, the candidates are Chris Bryant, Daniel Murphy, and Corey Seager as a rookie. I got Chris Bryant winning it.
I agree, but I also believe, and I know you believe, I know everybody that you've talked to believes. We've said it on Twitter many times. We've said it in person many times.
Ken Rosenthal even tweeted me back. I mean,
Nolan Arenado led the league in RBIs. Was tied
second straight year he's led the entire MLB in RBIs. Yeah, and then homers tied in the NL.
And he doesn't even get to final three. I mean, I didn't think he would. Win it,
I didn't
just
have
like
him
you,
winning
but I still think he could get considered a little bit. It's hard to have one person in two different categories here on these final.
The biggest thing I took away. I've looked at numbers, obviously. Nolan Arenado's defense. He is the most. Everyone says Nolan Arenado needs to be on a winning club. That's where I go back to the Mike Trout. If Mike Trout's every year in it, they're at the bottom. So how can he be up there when Arenado's putting up same numbers? I mean, even better
numbers.
Yeah, and so I don't like this whole voting system, like how they do it. I guess. Yes, it's Coors Field. Okay, so what? Yeah, it's a hitter's ballpark, but Arenado still did damage on the road, and when you've hit back-to-back seasons, top home runs, been tied for it in the NL with 40-plus in back-to-back seasons and over 130 plus RBIs in back-to-back seasons. I mean, what else do you have to do? I mean, I guess you have to win the World Series with a bad team.
I guess.
MVP, though, is most valuable player, so I feel like they need to take that player away. And I think Arenado is the most valuable to any of the teams that are mentioned here, as these other teams have great guys around them. I think Chris Bryant's deserving. Another guy you cannot leave off. Like, I'm surprised they left off too. And I could have seen this guy instead of Corey Seager and been okay with it.
Anthony Rizzo.
Yep.
I read your mind.
Yep.
Anthony Rizzo played well this year. We talked to our boss, Ryan Prickett, again. He believes Rizzo may have got snubbed a little bit. He, at times, like Chris Bryant's a little streaky, but at times Rizzo was hot, and a lot more times he was hot, and if they both were on fire, like you said, whoa, watch out. And that's kind of why they got to the World Series, because they played so well throughout the year.
They did. So, I think what MLB needs to do, and I was talking to Ryan a little about this, instead of the MVP, because, they don't judge it really off of most valuable to that team, I think they need to do most outstanding player, MOP. MOP, that's what the new one should be. And then you can throw in, okay, well, it's because they're winning, They're outstanding because they're doing everything right. They're winning. They're putting up big numbers. Key to the team. I think that's where it needs to go. One other thing, Matt, a couple breaking news things. First off, reports today, I received some reports today. Said Mike McCarthy, the Green Bay Packers head coach, is on the hot seat. We'll talk more about that
if it comes
up more and more.
More than just
a little
snippet.
notification.
Well, this bout pretty much wraps up our show tonight.
There's one other quick shout out we got to give.
Oh yeah,
and that is to
You're right.
That is to our Fort Hays women's cross country team. They are going to nationals.
That is true. Yes.
Then we got our women's soccer team, who is going to the Central Regionals.
Mankato State.
And Mankato, And then on top of it, everyone needs to get out to Hays, Kansas, because the men's team is hosting
next Friday
the Central Regional, and they will face Lindenwood, who they just beat on Sunday 2-0. So definitely, what an awesome thing for our fall sports here at Fort Hays State.
Yes.
And congratulations to you players, and if you're watching, you guys very much deserve the shout out. That pretty much wraps it up. Make sure you follow us on Twitter. It's at
MHSM Sports Show, and look up our Facebook page at Matty Highland Smitty McQueen Sports Show. And then you can like it, share videos.
Yeah, share the videos. Get us out there.
We've got our YouTube page up. Go and subscribe, and go follow.
We've only got one video. It takes a while, and then with homework and stuff.
Yeah, make sure you share our stuff. We greatly appreciate you guys following us.
Yeah.
From
Smitty McQueen
and Matty Highland.
So long. Have a great night.
See ya.